we can start. So today I want to start in a seated position. You can sit cross legs or on your knees. Just a comfortable seated position on your mat to find your center, to ground yourself on your mat. Taking some nice and deep breaths in and out through the nose, just coming here into this space. Imagine with every inhale you're creating more room into your body, more space in between each vertebra. With every exhale, you're coming down closer to the floor, grounding yourself on your mat. And start to bring your attention to your breath. Start to make your breath more conscious. Mindfully observe the natural flow of your own breath. And start to make your breath deeper, slower, and steadier. Creating even more room in your body with every inhale, expanding your ribcage, stretching the spine up to the ceiling, and feeling that space with every exhale. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, let it go. Inhale deeply in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. One last big breath in. And out. And gently start to move your chin closer to your chest. Moving the fingers, your toes, and moving your head from side to side. So this morning I decided for a slower practice, but with a lot of mindfulness in it. So we're gonna hold the poses a little longer, and we're gonna probably go a little deeper into the poses. Definitely not a yin practice, still a vinyasa, but I wanted to completely be focused on the movements, so less movements, more conscious movements. And you can also do a full rotation of your neck. Coming back to the center, placing the right hand on the left here. Gently press the head down to the right shoulder, pressing the left knee down towards the floor. Keep your belly in to keep the spine straight. And gently chin closer to the chest, just change the angle. And back to center. On the other side, right hand is pressing down the right knee, and the left hand press the head down to the left shoulder, relaxing the shoulder down. And chin closer to the chest, just change the angle. And slowly back to center, interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind your head. With your next inhale, start to expand the ribcage, bring the elbows to the sides, gaze up, and with your exhale, chin to chest, elbows closer together. Inhale, open, and slightly gaze up, exhale, close, chin to chest. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath in and out. And gently open and release. Your hands behind your back with your fingers interlaced. With your next inhale, stretch and open the chest. And with your exhale, come forward. Relax the head down, chin closer to your chest. Imagine your arms coming more forward, maybe passing your head. And slowly back to center. Moving your arms of your head, stretch the whole spine. And with your exhale, right hand comes down on the floor, stretch the left side of the body. You can both gaze up or down. It's just how it feels in the neck. If it feels better, one of the two, go ahead with that one. And slowly coming forward, hands forward, relax the head down, chin again to the chest. And you can move from side to side, just releasing the tension in the body. Feel it in your hips, on your back, on your shoulders and the neck. And slowly roll yourself back up. And with your next inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, left and down. Move your fingers on the floor. Stretch the right side of the body. Again, do all the movements that feels good in the body. If you feel like placing the hand behind your neck or moving the arm up and forward. And again, coming forward. Relax down. You can again move a little bit from side to side. And slowly roll yourself up, placing the left hand on the right knee, right arm behind your back. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, twist. Look over the right shoulder, and with every inhale, imagine you're creating more space in between each vertebra. With every exhale, twist a little more to your right. And back to center on the other side. Left arm behind you, right on the left knee. Inhale, stretch, exhale, twist. And slowly back to center, hands on the knees. Inhale, come forward with your chest. And exhale, round the spine and look at the belly. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. So you can go with your own breath, and you can also add other movements in here if you want to go into a rotation of your upper body. Completely up to you. This is your warm up, so anything that makes you feel good, that feels like you are preparing the body for something greater, it's a good movement. And we have 2 more breaths. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, round. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly come into center. Place the hands on the floor. Come into tabletop position. Placing the knees under your hips. And your hands right under your shoulders. We start to lift the right leg up and back parallel with the floor, and the left arm as well. You can keep the left toes tucked or not, depending on how it feels on the floor. With your next inhale, touch the elbow and knee together. Inhale, open, and exhale, touch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, open, exhale, touch. 1 more, inhale, exhale, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open again, and maybe grab the foot behind you. If you get the grip, kick back and look forward. And slowly release the right leg down on the floor. On the other side, stretch the left leg back and the right arm. Suck your belly in. Try not to arch the spine in here. You want to keep your belly contracted. And with your exhale, touch the elbow and knee together. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, open and grab the foot. Kick back, look forward. And gently release. Left knee down on the floor, hands down on your mat. With your next breath, tuck the toes and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Downward facing dog. So from here, you can start to paddle your feet, moving your hips right and left, shaking your head right and left. Just walk your dog. Continue with your warm-up. And when you're ready, find stillness in the pose. You can either keep the legs straight or bent, as long as you push the mat away from you with your hands and with your feet. Suck your lower belly in and press the hips up towards the ceiling. Nice and deep breaths. And look forward, walk in between your hands, fold forward, keep the distance of your hips in between your legs and grab opposite elbows, just rock to the sides, right and left. You can bend the knees in here to help you lengthen the spine. Roll the body weight forward on your toes and just go right and left. Relax the shoulder. Relax the neck. And release the hands down on the floor. Bending the right leg, start to lift the left arm up. Open your chest. And gently come down with the left hand. On the other side, lift the right arm up. Stretching the right leg and opening the chest up to the ceiling. Gently right and down on the floor. Take a deep breath and lift your arms over your head. Gaze up and exhale, hands in front of your chest. Take a moment in here, ground yourself. And inhale, bring your arms over the head, open up, exhale, fold forward. Hands down, inhale, halfway lift, stretch the spine, exhale, fold forward. Step the left leg back and bring the left knee down on the floor. Inhale, open up your chest. And exhale, hands down on the floor. Step the right leg back, downward facing dog. And bring the knees down on the floor. Inhale, open up your chest, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come into plank. And from here you can decide how you want to go into your Vinyasa, if you want to bring the knees down on the floor or go with your Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Actually, sorry, the right leg up. Exhale, right foot step forward, left knee comes down. Inhale, open up your chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down on the floor. Step the left foot together with your right, fold forward. And inhale, halfway lift, stretch the spine, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your arms over the head. And exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. This time, right leg back, right knee down on the floor. Inhale, open up the chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down. Step the left leg back, downward facing dog. And bring the knees down on the floor. Inhale, open up the chest, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Right knee down. Inhale, open up the chest, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands down. Step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, stretch up the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms of the head. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Left leg back. Left knee down. Inhale, open up the chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Knees on the floor. Inhale, open up the chest, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, open up the chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch the spine and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms of the head. And exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Stretch the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Right leg step back. Right knee down. Inhale, open up the chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Knees on the floor, open your chest, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Inhale, open up the chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms over your head, come up, gaze up. And exhale, hands in front of your chest. Bring the arms to the side of the body, stretch the spine, keep your feet hip distance. I'm gonna keep the shoulders away from the ears. Tilt the pelvis forward, take a few more breaths. And inhale, bring your arms over your head and grab opposite elbows. So you have a compact upper body. Your arms are right next to the ears. With your inhale, stretch the spine. With your exhale, bend to your right. Stretching the left side of the body. You can push slightly your hips to the left. And you want to plant the left foot down on the floor. Imagine you want to bring the right shoulder a little bit more forward. And the left hip a little bit more forward. And come to center. Inhale, stretch the spine. Exhale, bend to the left. Adjust your left shoulders forward, the right hip forward. One more breath. And gently back to the center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open up your chest, squeeze your palms together and come forward. You can bend the knees in here. Relax the neck. So don't pinch the neck in here. Just let the head come down relaxed. So the top of the head is coming closer to the floor. Your body weight is again on your toes. And imagine your hips lifting up to the ceiling. One more breath. And gently release your grip. Place the hands down on the floor. And open your feet a little wider. Bend the knees, sit the hips down. Malasana Yogi squat. Hands in front of your chest. You can adjust a little bit into the pose. And stretch the spine up. If you need to open your feet a little wider, go ahead. Nice and deep breaths in here. With the inside of your upper arm, press the legs back, open your hips. And gently release the hands down on the floor, step back into plank position. Hold in here, 5 breaths. Press the heels back, your belly's in, the shoulders are right above your wrists. Nice and deep breath, pushing the mat away from you with your hands and with your feet. Imagine your leg like pieces of woods. Hold 2. Hold 1. And gently come down on the floor. Very slowly and with control. You can use the knees down on the mat if you want. Arms back with your next inhale. Lift everything off the floor, locust. Gaze slightly up. Your neck is still long. Just your gaze is moving. Imagine just the hip bones are on the mat. And with your next breath, place the hands under your shoulder and push yourself up. Downward facing dog. Take some nice and deep breaths in here. And inhale, lift the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the right hip. Keep the shoulders in the same line. So press the mat with your hands exactly in the same way. And square your hips again. Bring the right foot on the outside of your hands. And come a little back and forward for lizard pose. Just shift the body weight back and forward. Stretch the toes, maybe twist a little. And when you feel ready, left knee comes down on the floor. You can have your hands or forearms on the floor, up to you. Just see where you feel good in the pose. Nice and deep breaths. Take one more breath in, out, and gently move with your hands back on the floor. You can move your foot on the inside of your hands this time. Hold for a moment, opening the chest in here. So come forward, but the chest is lifted. Your shoulders are away from the ears and opening to the back. And gently bring the body weight back. Start to stretch the front leg. You can slide also a little bit the right heel forward and bring the toes to your face. Runner pose. So you should feel a nice stretch on your hamstring, on the back of your right leg. Imagine your upper body coming forward, closer to the right leg. Few more breaths. And right foot down on the floor. Place the hands on the mat. Tuck the left toes. Step back into plank. Very, very slowly start to come down on the floor. And bring the arms back. Locust pose. Gaze up. Neck is long. And slowly hands down. Lift yourself up. Downward facing dog. With your next inhale, lift the left leg up. Open your left hip, bending the left leg. And square your hips again. Step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. And again, come back and forward. Maybe stretch the front leg. Twist a little. And then bring the right knee down on the floor. Hands or forearms on the floor. And find your nice deep breath in here. Hold. Slowly bring the hands back on your mat and move the left foot on the inside of your hands. Shift the body weight more forward and open up your chest. Imagine you're doing like a back bend with your spine, so you're kind of arching your upper body. Even if you have your left leg in front of you, that is kind of making this movement so much more difficult. And slowly move back, straightening the front leg, toes pointing to the face, hands forward. And breathe deeply in here, feel the nice stretch. Try to place the hands a little more forward to help you lengthening the spine. Suck the belly in. This is also called half split. Few more breaths. And gently left foot comes down, hands on your mat. Tuck the right toes, bring the left leg back, and very slowly come down on the floor. Again, bring the arms back, lift, locust. Breathe deeply, hold. And hands down, lift yourself up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. With your exhale, step the right foot forward in between your hands. The left foot turns into 45 degrees. Bring your arms next to your body. Stretch the fingers back. Stretch the top of your head forward. Suck your belly in. Your upper body and right thigh together. With your next inhale, swing your arms up to the ceiling, warrior one. You can shift your gaze up and enjoy the pose. Just stay here, nice and deep breaths. Place the left hand on your left hip. Your right hand comes down on the side of your right foot. With your next breath, shift the body weight into the front leg. Lift the left leg up. Half moon. Open your chest, lifting the left arm up eventually, and maybe your gaze. Hold in here, 2 more breaths. Gently let the left foot come down and open into your warrior two. Your arms are parallel with the floor. Turn your right knee more to your right. Nice and deep breaths. And flip the right palm, come forward, reverse the warrior. Again, your gaze can be down to the left foot or up to the ceiling. Still, imagine to open up your chest up. And you turn back into warrior two. Hands on your mat, left hand stays on the floor, lift the left heel off the mat, right arm up, twist. right and down on the floor. Step back, plank. And you can do your vinyasa, so the side, whatever you want to do. If you want to also repeat the locust, that's up to you. We're gonna meet again in downward facing dog. And inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Right foot 45 degrees, arms next to the body, long and straight. Keep your belly in, upper body and thigh connected, hold here. Strong upper body. With your next inhale, start to swing your arms up. Warrior one. Gaze up. Few more breaths in here. And gently hands down on the floor, your upper body again on the mat. Sorry, on the left thigh. Left hand is on the side of the left foot. Bring the body weight into the standing leg. Lift half moon pose. Engage the right leg. Start to lift your chest a little higher. We have 2 more breaths. And gently bend the front leg, let the right foot come down. Open warrior two. Gaze over the left fingers, bring the left knee more to your left. Flip the left palm, count forward. Reverse the warrior. Open your chest up, stretch the left side of the body, compressing slightly the right side. Back into warrior two, hands down on the floor, lift the right heel, left arm twist up. And left and down on your mat, step back, plank, and we'll go with your flow. We meet again in downward facing dog. And look forward, step or jump in between your hands. Fold forward. And you can grab your heels from the side. You can grab your big toes. Stretch the whole body down towards the floor. Lifting the hips a little higher. Keeping the upper body and thighs together. Two more breaths. And release, hands down, cross the right leg on top of the left and twist your hands to the right. Stretch the left side. You can bend the knees on here, of course. Go all the way to the left. Back to center. Uncross the right, cross the left. This time first we turn to the left. Then we turn to the right. And back to the center. Keep your legs in a cross and gently sit down on the mat. Lost for a moment the image, but all good. We're coming down on the floor. Feet flat on the mat, arms parallel to the ceiling, chin to chest. Slowly come down, engage your core. And hug the knees to your chest. Rock on your mat for a nice massage of your lower back. And let the feet come down on the floor. Your heels close to your glutes. And reach for your heels with the fingertips. Your legs are more or less the distance of your hips. With your next breath, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Bring the shoulder blades closer together. If you want, interlace the fingers in here. Try to keep the legs more or less the same distance as your hips, so don't move them to the side. Bring it back to the midline. Few more breaths. And gently come out of the pose, one vertebra at a time. And again, hug the knees to your chest, rock from side to side. And we do one more set of this. If you are comfortable with wheel pose, you can go into wheel pose, just placing the hands behind your shoulders with the fingers pointing towards the shoulder and elbows pointing up, of course. With your next inhale, again lift the hips up. We just repeat bridge pose. Stretch the whole front side of the body. Again, bring the legs into the midline. Don't open them too much to the side. And we have 3 more breaths in here. One more. And slowly find your way down on the floor, one vertebra at a time. And this time bring the feet to the sides, knees together, left hand on your heart, right on the belly, and relax. And gently bring the legs up to the ceiling, so the feet up to the ceiling, grabbing the feet from the outside. You want to stretch the spine down on the floor, bringing the shoulders flat on the mat. your feet parallel with the ceiling, pressing the feet down towards the floor. And chin slightly to your chest. Imagine your lower back getting flat down on the floor. So imagine you want to bring your tailbone down towards the floor. And now if you like, you can find stillness in here, or you can gently rock from side to side. If it feels good, you can stretch the legs. And slowly bring the feet down on the floor. And let the left leg come down and hold on the right knee towards your right shoulder. Chin to chest. Bring the right knee to the left side. Twist, look over towards the right. Try to keep the shoulders down on the floor. And come back to the center. On the other side, bend the left leg, the right leg comes straight on the floor, knee towards the left shoulder. Chin to chest, elbows in, right leg straight, a hold. And this time the left knee goes to the right and the gaze move to the left. Shoulders flat, relax. Come back to the center. This time both legs to the chest and hug opposite elbows, chin to chest. If you cannot grab the elbows, just go as far as you can on your forearms. And try to stretch the spine down towards the floor with the shoulders closer to the mat, the hips closer to the floor, and your feet relaxed one against the other. With your next breath, just let the feet come down on the floor and find your final savasana. Just relax down on the mat, completely relaxed on the floor with the arms to the side of the body. Legs long, feet falling open. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And maybe close your eyes. Relax. Take some nice and deep breaths in here. Let the spine coming closer to the floor. Your lower back gently relaxing towards the mat. And the muscle of the glutes releasing the tension. Try to let the whole body go. Just go back to your own breath. I'm gonna leave you to your Savasana for today. So if you want to stay a little longer, you can do so, and you can just enjoy your final relaxation. Remember always to come out of your Savasana slowly and with no rush. Be kind to your body, and always remember to send some gratitude to yourself before ending your practice, just for the time you dedicated to yourself. So if you have any question, please let me know. You can write me in the chat, and I wish you a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Namaste.